Hello again, my name is Captain Orlando Muniz, and today we're going to be showing you how to remove SeaDek coaming bolsters. I've had mine on here for several years, starting to show a little wear and tear, so I went ahead and ordered a new set, and today I'm going to be showing you how to remove the old bolsters. Before you get started, there's a few things you're going to need. Number one, you're going to need some mineral spirits. I recommend getting a gallon if you're doing the entire boat. You're also going to need an empty spray bottle that you can fill with the mineral spirits. It makes it a lot easier to apply. You're also going to need a couple of plastic putty knives. I say a couple because you may break one and sometimes you lose the edge, so it's important to swap them out. And you're also going to need a few clean rags to work with. We're going to show you how to use these to make the job a whole lot easier and go a lot smoother. Stand by. The first step in removing the SeaDek is to take the plastic putty knife and get under the SeaDek and start prying it off. You can see the adhesive that's on there. It's very strong and it takes a little elbow grease to get it going. Once you get it started, you can actually grip it and start peeling it back, like so. Once you get it started, just keep pulling back, watching it. The key is to not leave behind any small pieces. If the SeaDek starts to tear, you want to use the putty knife to break it free and try to get it all off in one piece. This is what you want, nice clean removal. You can still see some of the old holes here from the old coaming bolsters. This is one of the reasons I switched to SeaDek. It's a lot cleaner and you don't have those holes in the boat. I was pretty lucky with this pad. Because I got it all off in one piece. Sometimes you'll have little pieces break off and you'll have to use the putty knife to get it off. Now theoretically, you could just take the new SeaDek and put it right over this old adhesive. But I'm a stickler for this kind of thing, and I'd rather get all the old adhesive off and have a nice clean surface for it to bond. I'm going to do one more pad to show you the process again. Again, you start with the putty knife, got to work it in between the SeaDek and the boat, push away. You just need an inch or two that you can grab onto. Once you have it separated, you can actually take both hands and pull on it. We're going to come back later and get this residue off. I'll show you how to do that here shortly. Some areas it's coming off very cleanly, so there'll be very little cleanup. There's a couple different ways to get the old adhesive off. What I like to do is take these rags, cut them out in long strips, and place them over the area I want to work on. Once I've got them in place, I could just wet them down with some mineral spirits, and this will allow the mineral spirits to come in contact with the adhesive, and it'll slowly start breaking it down. Make sure you wet it down real good. Be very liberal with the mineral spirits. Now you can just let it do its thing. Go have a drink. Come back in 20-30 minutes and it should be a lot easier to get that off. You're going to use the putty knife afterwards. I'll show you how to do that here. One of the nice things about SeaDek is that you don't get this blistering that you get with the vinyl coaming bolsters. The vinyl coaming bolsters usually have a wood or plastic backing and it traps moisture in there, and that's why you get these blisters in the gel coat. You do not get that with the SeaDek because it doesn't trap any moisture. Let's repeat the process so you can see it again. Again, I removed the cloth with a piece of rag that was wet. Spray a little additional mineral spirits on there, get it nice and wet, and use my scraper to get it all off. It just turns to mush. It's like a jello type substance. Once you got it all off and all loose, here's that jello. Just take your rag and wipe it off. Now we have a nice clean surface for our new SeaDek. Before I do the new SeaDek, I'm going to come back, degrease all of this, and use maybe some acetone or ammonia to get it nice and clean and dry for the new pads, so you get a good adhesion with the new pads. You don't want anything oily, especially mineral spirits on there when you try to attach your new pads. You want to get it nice and dry. The best way to do that is degreaser, soap and water, and then come back with some acetone or ammonia cleaner to get any residue off. As you can see, all the old SeaDek is off and the surface is nice and clean and ready for the new SeaDek. Well, I hope this video was helpful. A lot of you are probably wondering how hard it is to remove SeaDek, but as you can see, with the right technique, it's not very difficult at all. Just a little elbow grease is all it takes. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see future videos. I'm going to follow up with a video on the installation of the new SeaDek. Super excited to be putting that in here shortly. It should look great. Also, remember that there's also videos on fishing and fishing techniques and things like that. So just remember to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Thanks again. This is Captain Orlando Muniz with Nomad Fishing Chargers. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.